Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back again to WWS Daily Live Show. My name is Clara Chizuba Kronberg. So, following our show yesterday regarding a woman who was married for 22 years and was allegedly saying that the husband pushed her, that it's been said that her husband pushed her into fire, which led to her early demise. Um, Allegedly, and then she passed on. So, following that, we're going to be doing 10 signs that you are in abusive relationship. What are the 10 signs? I mean, there are a lot of signs, but I'm just going to pinpoint like 10 of it because we could talk to forever if we have to take it all. And we have to also bear in mind that there are a lot of, different kinds of abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, then physical abuse, and lots of it. But these are little basic 10 signs that when you're in a relationship, you see these flags, girl, this is going down and you need to find your way out. So, first of all, number one, he frequently tells you, that you overreact, you are paranoia, you're just crazy. That doesn't make sense. So, really, why are you thinking like that? Okay, let's just say, for example, i.e., whenever, let's say, literally 5 minutes later, he just did something now and you saw that he did it, like he did something wrong to you. Let's say, for example, you were talking and he held you so tight, and you now like, why did you hold me? He was like, I didn't do that. No, did I do that? You will see him already defending himself, like, I didn't do that. I didn't do anything. Like, they are always very defensible, and they are like, they would deny, like, they never do anything at all. Again, like, there's so many ways you can find out because they just make you feel like doubt yourself. Are you okay? Start asking yourself, am I crazy or what? Like, is something wrong with me? So this is a sign to tell you that this person is an abuser and you might want to really figure your way out of it. So another number two is he makes excuses of his poor behavior and brushes them off, i.e., okay, say, oh babe, I'm joking. You know how I am. You know how I am when I'm drunk. It's just for fun. I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I didn't mean it. And then he didn't mean it the first time, he would do the same thing again. The second time he does the same thing and he tells you, oh babe, I don't mean it. I'm really sorry. They don't even say sorry. This is me saying sorry. So they're always brushing you off like you don't this is just me. You should get used to me. This is me. And they want you to get used to to them being comfortable, making you feel uncomfortable. Does that make sense? Like, get used to me. This is me. You just need to understand. I'm just joking around a lot. So that's cool. It's not cool, girl. This is a sign to actually watch out for. People need to own up for their fuck ups when they fuck up, and that's the way it is. So number three is that they often dismiss you and your feelings, always making situation about themselves. Oh my God, like, Hmm. One way or the other, in your years of dating or whatever, you may have come across some people that whenever you want to talk about some certain issue or something that is very important, they will just transfer it back to themselves and like, oh yes, I remember this, and they will just start talking about themselves and without really giving you a listening ear to know about your story, what you really want to share with them. So it's always about them, always about them. So this is like egocentric people, and everything revolves around them, how they see things. If it's not their way, as in if it's not their way, it's the highway, literally. So they just want it all around them, and whatever you have to say, your opinion doesn't really matter so much. So number four is that extremely controlling behavior, when he tries to control everything you do, everything you say, how you dress, everything, literally. See, this can also be in the opposite way, because some of these people, they actually, like, they can come in the sense of, oh wow, I support you, I encourage you, but indirectly they will tear you apart gradually, and there is nothing left of you. Like, if you have an initiative, let me say, for example, you have an initiative and you're sharing it with your partner, with your man, with your boyfriend, and then this, as in, he was like, yeah, I support you. But then in between that, I support you, he starts tearing it apart in the center. oh, do you think, are you sure this will be okay? And then before you know it, there's nothing left, and your morale to actually go after that particular thing really dies off. So they are always making things like very difficult, always controlling, like, okay, I can also be on top of it, always making it all about, okay, why don't you run it by me? They just want to run your life, basically. So be aware of that. Another one, number 5, is verbal abuse. Oh my God. I think I've lost count of the numbers. But number 5 is verbal abuse. These are the ones that get very comfortable, really saying, calling you bitch, calling you like any word that makes you very uncomfortable. They are very comfortable saying it. And again, they will go back to the whole thing of, you know how I am. They go back to the number 2 of always making excuses for their poor behavior, which is like, you know how I am. I'm sorry. This is just, that's how I am. When I get angry, I just call you names. You should get used to me calling you names. Hmm? This is a sign to actually tell you, girl, something is going down. So you have to be very, very aware of people like that, because they're always like, yes, they are comfortable calling you stupid, annoying, all those names that that makes you very uncomfortable. They use it over and over again and wants you to get comfortable really hearing it. That's a sign. Another one is, and they believe, when they give their belief about the role of men and women, they're always, most of them are actually very sexist, and most of them, as in, should I use the word sexist? Yeah, I think so. I think most of them are very sexist, and they are very much like, you know kind of macho, showing that they are better off, and whenever there is anything about equality, they are against it. They are against anything that uplifts women, or you know um any other form of, I think it just mainly, they show themselves, especially when it comes to women, like being in a position, or working women, or women that are successful. They really have issue with things like that. So you must be on the lookout. I think that's how I can put it best. They just don't want to hear that there's a woman. They're threatened. I think that's the word. They are threatened by successful women. They might not tell you, again, they come indirectly. Most of them come indirectly and like, okay, I support you, you are this, you are that. But yeah, they are so threatened, like the chicken. They are so threatened. They don't want to see you really stand on top. They don't want to see you moving forward. So this is another sign to know that this person is really, against you, because they are demeaning, they demand, as in they just want to dim your light, or any other woman's light that is around you. They don't want people around you that are good, especially women that are around you that are very independent. They're threatened, they're scared. So it's a sign to walk away. Then another one is, they are always gaslighting you. Ooh, they will gaslight you in the way that emotionally, like, he did something wrong right now. It's something wrong, like something that really hurts you so much. But then, just for you to want to talk about it, they will make it all about them. Again, it goes back to a lot of points. All these points actually intertwine with each other, but we always get carried away, because women, we are very emotional human beings. Like, we love, and we love, and we love with every being of us, and we get really carried away. But we need to keep our eyes on things like this. So it's like, they gaslight you and make you second guess yourself, or doubt your opinion, and you start thinking, maybe he's right. Maybe he's just looking out for me. He's not. He's not. Like, sometimes people, that it's just like, when we are, as a parent, if you're a parent, when you actually trying to give your children voice, or a child voice, you allow them to make mistakes sometimes, to learn from that mistake. If a man truly loves you, he will support you, yes, but he will also stay back and watch you do your thing your way, without having to tear it all apart until you start second guessing yourself. Or when he does something, does something wrong, and he brings up, turns it all around, and then you start feeling sorry. You'll be the one ending up saying sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, I did something wrong. You end up saying sorry, even though the whole thing started that he did something wrong. But In the process of talking, the whole everything went like this, and you get confused in your head. Like, what am I really paranoid or I'm just crazy? So you need to watch out for things like that. Another one is, some of them always publicly shame you. Again, it can be in the opposite direction. Some as well, of course, some men will just outside, they shame you, they make you like feel insecure, they don't want other men to look at you because they're insecure themselves, so they put it on you, like making you maybe body shaming you, something like that. I know a particular instance whereby the lady just gave birth, and then this man will keep calling her fat and like your body's is too fat, things like that. So it's just like, wow, really, like really. So, but again, it can go in the opposite direction. There are ones who will actually in public, they make you feel like you're an egg, but then inside the house, they will just squeeze you. They will squeeze you, like they make you tear you apart. Everything they say outside, they take it back when they come back to the house. So it can be either ways. Just be on the watch out. The next one, I think is my ninth one, is intense love. Some of them come with love that is so intense. I had an interview with a lady who actually was in a very, abusive relationship, and she ran away from that relationship after 4 years. So how she actually, she found that this particular guy, he followed her up a very long time, and with intense love, they come boo, 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 boo. Then you don't have space to breathe. Like you don't have space to breathe or think or just kind of find your way around that. Do I want to be with this person or not? They just force it all down your throat. So you might want to honestly just be on the checkout. Yes, we love intense love sometimes. It depends. Again, the flags will be there. You will see the signs when they're coming back and forth and just showing you intensity. If you feel like breathing, this is time for you to take a break, or like just ask for a space to breathe and just catch your breath and know if it's something that you actually want. And the final one, watch out for their reaction towards when they are drunk or tipsy. This moment when they feel like they are drunk and they're not themselves. I tell you, I feel like people's action when they're drunk, in my opinion though. This particular one is in my opinion. I feel like people's reaction when they're drunk is their actual reaction. They just subconsciously kind of suppressed it, and then when they're drunk it all comes up. I feel like that. And you can't tell me that when you're drunk you lay your hand on a woman and you hit her, or you say bad words to her, or you hurt her with your with things, or you humiliate her, and then you tell me that it's because you're drunk. You can't Nobody will do that to anybody that they love. That's the way it is. So if you love someone, if that person loves you, they must learn to always treat you right, whether drunk or not, whether tipsy or not. You can't blame any of your actions on alcohol. Ladies, be on the lookout. I don't think any relationship is worth our lives. Like it is not worth your life. This lady that died and was alleged pushed by her husband into fire. I don't think that marriage was worth her life. And now she's gone, and the man is still alive, and he's gonna find another woman, and he continue living his life. But she's no longer here to tell her story her way. Please, it's about time to actually take matters in your hand. Be on the lookout. I know we love love so much. I love love so much. I'm a sucker for love as well. But at the same time, we must really be awoke. And I know it's easier said than done, but please look out for yourself and make that move that you have to move. It's not worth it, especially not your life. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I will see you again on the next episode of Women's World Show. And this is the PWS Daily Live Show. My name is Clara Kumbal. See you soon again. See you.